All right. Welcome back to Dream Zone. We are in Half Human. Now, I know it's been a while since we've been back into Dream Zone. I didn't think you guys were really enjoying it. I'll be honest. I didn't think it was hitting the right marks. So I just kind of moved on to another project. But it seems like I'm getting more and more comments that you guys are wanting me to get back into Dream Zone, finish up Half Human, this book one that we're at, and maybe even do more Dream Zone. So if that's what you guys want, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, and let's go ahead and get started with Half Human. Also, let me ask you guys this. You know, if we finish Half Human, this book one, which I believe we're in chapter 12 out of 18. So if we finish Half Human, which other story do you want us to dive into? There is a Half Human 2, a book 2, but let me know in the comments if there's a different book you guys want to dive into. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start and get back into Half Human. We are in chapter 12 of 16. Sorry, not 18, 16. We are headed back to Seattle to understand what's going on. What truths will you uncover? We know that we're androids. We know Emily's an android. There's actually probably way more androids than we actually think there is. There's so many of them, and we don't know who's an android or not. We know David was one. We know Emily's one. We know we are one. We just found out recently that we're one, you know, maybe a couple chapters ago. But it's getting wild, and our father is in on it. Our father is in on it. I mean, he calls us by our name, but when he refers to us to his business partners, we're like F8 16 or something like that, whatever he calls us. And I know he was referring to Emily as F something 16, F8 16, something like that. But either way, let's go ahead and jump right back into this chapter 12. We're headed back to Seattle, baby. Seattle, Washington. Recalling the way from the airport to your old house was easier than you thought. You knew exactly where the cab had to turn, which is weird because we don't have any recollection to what happened in Seattle. We don't have any idea what we used to do in Seattle. We don't remember living in Seattle. We don't remember anything other than we had a friend named Kate. You couldn't remember the street names, but you instinctively knew how to get there. Is that for sale sign? I think it's selling our old house. It sure is. I guess Dad's not in a hurry to sell. It must be pretty hard to let go. You start to wonder why he hasn't sold the house. How can he afford to have two houses? You walk right up to the front door and try the handle. You're not surprised to find that it's locked. Well, I have to get in there somehow. Get in through the window, look for a spare key, head for the back door. I doubt there's a spare key lying around. I doubt the back door is open. Let's try going through the window. You walk over to the kitchen window and pull out the screen. Easy. Feels like I've done this before. We used to break into our own house all the time. You get a sense of deja vu as you lean the screen against the house. And this should just slide up, right? The window should just slide in. Unless the window's locked, which wouldn't be good. The window holds firm, so it's locked. You press in a little and start to shake the pane. I can feel it coming. Oh. The window slides free and you look at the opening. You have to pull yourself up and into the window. I need something to stand on. There's nothing around. You decide to run and jump. Oh, we just jumping through the window. You get most of the way into the window and then knock all the air out of your body. Not quitting now. You gasp the words as you pull yourself through the window. How is this window like super high up or something? It was just a kitchen window, so it should have just been like, I don't know, 4 foot off the ground, I think. Walking in the house, you are hit with a wave of nostalgia. You close your eyes and it feels like your mother is standing right in front of you. There you are. Is that our mom? Oh, she's beautiful. We have a gorgeous mom. It is. I've missed you so much. Is this the nostalgia kicking in, or is this our actual mom? This can't be real. What do I do? Give your head a shake, say hi, run to her. Oh, we run into mom. We're probably gonna run right through her because she's probably not there. You run into her arms, but your mother disappears. You can still feel her presence in the room. Yeah, so she just disappeared and we probably just crashed to the ground. What's going on with me? The tears are flooding down your face. You try to wipe them away. I don't want you to cry. She's still there. She's just a ghost. You turn around to see your mother right behind you. I want you to be happy. So, I mean, we are androids, so we're probably just seeing an image of our mom, but it's not a real image. It's not a real physical thing. It's just an image. So we're seeing this image because we're an android. Why do I see you? You're dead. She vanishes again. You sink to the floor. For long moments you try to recall your mother's funeral, but you can't bring back a single memory. It's like I just blacked out. You get back to your feet and wipe your eyes. It feels like the answers to all of your questions are here in this house. You take a minute to look around the room. It's hard to be in this space, especially after your parents' hallucination. Hallucination. I grew up here. Yes, I did. There's a bookshelf filled with your dad's books. His desk is right over in the corner. Emotions rush through you. Just being in this room is making you feel more alive than you have been. So where should I start? Look through the bookshelf. Go through the desk. I think we should... I mean, trying to remember is not working. I mean, clearly that is just... It's just not working. Trying to remember is not working. So I think we should probably go through Dad's desk. The bookshelf, I'm not sure if is going to have a whole lot unless there's a hidden book that opens up a hidden room, like a secret book, like a lever. But I think we should go through Dad's desk. I mean, he might still have documents and information about us. You open the desk drawers and start going through the contents. It's a lot of pens. They have the Logos trademark on them. Logos is the company that they're working for that creates these androids. You go through all the drawers, but you find nothing. Suddenly it occurs to you that he wouldn't have brought his work home with him. You can't show your top secret robots to your wife and children. So, right, I understand that, but we're not living in this house anymore, so I thought maybe he would just kind of put that work there. You start to feel under the desk, looking for clues on the underside. Maybe there's something hidden there. Maybe a button. You feel something sticky on your fingers. It's tape. So something's taped under there. You dive under the desk and find a piece of tape clinging by a small edge to the underside of the desk. Nothing. It's so close to something. It doesn't look like something was taped under the desk at some point. Or it does look like it was. You stand up and throw yourself onto the couch in defeat. That's when you noticed it. Your dad's diary is sitting on the coffee table. Why is that out? No one was allowed to even touch that. You untie the leather binding and then you stop. The diary is not just a book. Your father never let anyone look inside. Oh, we looking inside. We're definitely looking inside. We're going to find out all kinds of secrets. You don't remember much about Seattle, but you remember your father writing in the book every night after work. Oh, so as you guys know, we do have all of the gems. We have unlimited gems. So we are definitely going to read. We're definitely going to read our father's diary for 17 gems. Easy money. You open the book and start flipping through the pages. Patient Zero is the first of his kind, a marvel of organic and cybernetic material. Once living, the patient is now hybrid of AI and true human intelligence. They're probably talking about us. A hybrid of human and android. This technology has to be guarded. There's no telling what it could be used for if it fell into the wrong hands. You feel a chill run down your spine as your father talks about the competition he is facing. They've approached me 3 times already, and they are only getting more insistent that I join their company. I will never help them develop their weapons. I thought he was building robots. So they were trying to turn these androids, they were trying to turn us into weapons, and not just androids? Like, not just, like, robotic living... kind of not living beings. The next few sections are about Patient Zero's development. I bet it's about us. Week 1, Patient Zero is already back on solid foods and has no knowledge that anything has changed physiologically. How could anyone become a robot and not know about it? That's bullshit. The patient is ready to attend school, but we've decided that we shouldn't do the testings in Seattle. Too many people. Something tells me I know where the testing grounds are. The patient is making friends and developing bonds on a deep and meaningful level. The AI is learning much faster than when paired with the human brain. So we're not only are we an AI, but we also have a human brain. So it's like human brain plus AI. We're like a super bot. Maybe a superhuman. I don't know. The passages read like something out of a sci-fi novel. I knew Emily wasn't just a robot. I don't think they're talking about Emily, though. I think they're talking about us. You skim through the pages looking for anything relevant. Keep away from Crocus? What could this mean? Who's Crocus? Patient Zero seems to have no memory of the time spent in the laboratory. Unlike our android models, Patient Zero is able to function without direct supervision. In your face, Ken. Told you she was special. We're not talking about Emily, though. There's no way we're talking about Emily. I think we're Patient Zero. You consider texting him, but then you don't want to. It's been a long time since I've been in my parents' room. You walk into the room and are immediately hit by memories of your childhood. I don't know how many mornings you ran into the room to wake your parents. Mom would sleep right there, Dad on the far side. So I also wonder, even though we're like half human, half android, which makes sense why this game is called Half Human. Even though we're half human, half android, do we grow? Do we still have human tissue that is aging and growing and developing? And is our android just our android side, is that just like an AI intelligence? Like everything about us is human, but we have AI intelligence that works alongside our human brain. Like maybe a microchip was shoved up into our brain through our nose or something. I have no idea. It's too early. I need snuggles if I'm going to get out of bed this early. I can hear it just like that, just like it was yesterday. Even though this house is literally haunted, you don't want to leave. You lay down in your mother's spot on the bed. You can feel her arms embracing you. I have to get back. I have a flight to catch. Oh, so we're already done? We're already done visiting Seattle? You remind yourself that there's no time to lose as you feel your body starting to drift off to sleep. I'm here for a reason. I need to find clues. Where do I start? Think back to childhood. Look through the drawers. Look under the bed. I don't know. Look under the bed? Let's try looking under the bed. At your house in Cleveland, your father has tons of boxes and containers under his bed. He calls it his filing cabinet. When you look under this bed, though, there's nothing. I guess Mom didn't let him keep stuff under the bed. Nothing else has been cleaned out throughout the rest of the house. So he only came back for the stuff under the bed. Maybe there never was anything under the bed. You've got a weird feeling about this. Your father didn't even take his diary. As you sit up, you bump your head on the nightstand and hear something rattle around inside. So maybe we should have looked into drawers. You open the top drawer of the nightstand and pull out a shoebox. Pictures. Is it going to be pictures of little tongue-tieds? Like, like when we were like little baby tongue-tied? You haven't seen a physical picture in so long. Your father just keeps everything on his computer. You have all of your pictures on your cell. I feel like a historian. The pictures are of you at a mix of different ages. There are a few with your mother and father. Okay, so we are at different ages. We look so happy. So we did grow. We do have growing muscles and tissues and just human, blood and flesh. Like, so we definitely are growing and aging. I wasn't sure if it would, because like, I don't know, androids, they don't age. That's the one I saw in Dad's office. Yeah, we're out there fishing with Dad. You miss having a family. You and your dad don't do these things anymore. I'm older now, right? You try to remember yourself as of that as you look at your dad holding you in his arms. I'd put his back out for sure. at that, being big like that. The next picture is of the three of you in front of Grand Canyon. You don't remember going there at all. It has to be grade 3. Your mother has her arms around you, and the more you think about it, the more you can almost feel her arms wrapping around you. I'm going to get myself all upset. Should I run away from these feelings? No, never. You embrace those feelings. Try to remember the feelings. Try to remember your mother. Just focus on the phone. Look, embrace the feelings. It might help, help you come up with something in your head. It might help you remember a memory. You focus on the feeling of being a happy family, and you can feel it. You can feel the hugs and the kisses. You can remember the love. I don't recall these pictures, though. When did it all take place? In a lot of the pictures, you're a teen. You can feel your eyes filling up with tears. You know what probably is? Every time it's like, it's like fucking Twilight, the vampires. They didn't age, but every 4 years or so, they had to move to a different city or a different state and go to a different school where nobody knew they existed, and nobody knew who they were because they never aged. They had to constantly like graduate from schools and move. So maybe that's what's going on with our character here, is that we're not aging. Maybe we aren't aging. Maybe we're the same age, and all we do is we move to a different school and we just get our memory wiped every single time. It's interesting to think about. In a lot of these pictures you're a teen, you can feel your eyes filling up with tears. Whole chunks of my life are just gone. You start to think about the accident. It did way more damage than you thought to the smiling kid in all of these pictures. This little guy was erased. You keep flipping through the pictures and you come to a picture of your parents standing in front of their old car. It was brand new in that picture. They look so happy. I guess they didn't know what was going to happen in that car. You try to put the picture down, but you can't. You can feel it sucking you inside as the memories come flooding back. You're in the back seat. Mom and Dad are arguing about something. You look out the window. This is the highway. You know that the accident is only minutes away. You need to leave the company. So Mom doesn't want Dad working for Logos. That's for sure. It pays the bill. Dad's like, look, it keeps us living. It pays for food on a table. It pays for the nice car. It pays for the nice house. It pays for for everything that we have. Who cares about the money when you have no time to live? Well, if you don't have any money to live, it makes things a lot harder too. Your parents keep arguing, but you can't catch everything they're saying. I don't even really know what happens next. You remember there was an accident and you know the road. You can't remember how it happened. What do I want to remember about that day? Listen in on the conversation. Try to see the road. Just let it happen. I think we need to listen in on the conversation because they're definitely talking about something important. You used to have dreams of your own. Believe me, I have surpassed them. Don't you see that they're using you? They're taking all of your energy and keeping the massive profits for themselves. I thought this wasn't about the money. So does Mom care about the money or not? Like, does she care as long as she gets the massive profits? It's not about not having enough money, but they're getting rich off you. They aren't. It just sort of sound like it. Andrew is using you. Who's Andrew? Tongue ties to stop fighting. Was that me? You turn to see yourself. Your face is red and you look so angry. I'm sorry, buddy. I can't listen to this argument anymore. Well, stop. What's wrong? The logging truck on the other side of the road was sandwiched between two trucks, and a log was sent hurtling across the median. You're frozen in fear as you watch the log coming right at your mother. No. The log comes through the windshield and your mother disappears in a cloud of metal and glass. You're thrown from the car. That's terrible. Your eyes open and you're in the hospital. Your father is standing over you. His eyes are filled with tears and it looks like he hasn't slept in years. So maybe to save our life, maybe we were in mortal peril as well, and to save our life, we had to be turned into an android. So where's Mom? Your father can't even speak. He just starts to cry. Dr. Pulowski. Oh, he did that. This is when we got turned into an android. Hey, buddy. Dr. Pulowski walks over to you and puts a hand on your shoulder. Why is he here? You need to rest now. Where is she? We're going to talk about that, but you need to get stronger first. I need to see my mom. That's what I need to do, Pulowski. In time, bud. Why is he talking like that? You don't remember Dr. Pulowski ever calling you bud. What's wrong with me? Nothing we can't cure. The doctor pats your head. You look over at your father, but he is just sobbing. Your eyes start to close. Your father and Dr. Pulowski are still talking. So basically, our father lost his son and his wife that day. I mean, physically, yes, we're there, but we're an android now. We're no longer, we're no longer human son. We're not just a human son anymore. I mean, he lost the human and his son and his wife. Your eyes start to close, but your father and Dr. Pulowski are still talking. I wonder if I can hear what they're saying. Listen to your father and Andrew. Yes, for 15 gems, we're gonna listen in. We're gonna definitely use any type of gem option that we can. We're gonna use that every single time. It's going to work, Dr. Pulowski says. We've never tested it. You can't wait. But he woke up. We both know he's not out of the woods. So I'm still in danger of possibly dying, it seems. You keep hoping that you're going to ask them what they're discussing. You can feel yourself falling back to sleep. Your eyes feel so heavy. It's a risk, but so is everything. How did I not remember any of this? You have to catch your breath as you finally turn your head away from the picture. A solitary tear runs down your cheek. What was that? I never felt anything like that before. You put everything back the way it was. I need to get out of here. We're going to go back home. You can't stop your heart from racing, so you head to Kate's house. Oh, we're not going home. We're going to Kate's house. Beautiful. Best friend Kate. Haven't seen Kate in a long time. She'll know exactly how to make sense of all this, unless she's also an android, or maybe she's in on it. Who knows? I probably should have told her I was coming. You think about texting her before you're just knocking on the door. In the old days, I would have just walked in. This isn't the old days, though. How should I approach this? Just knock. Just knock on the door. She'll answer. She'll be surprised. She'll be happy. So we walk up to the door and knock on it. Hands are shaking. Knees weak. Palms sweaty. You can't believe you're going to see Kate after all these years. No one comes to the door at first, so you knock again. Still no sound comes from inside the house. No one's there, so maybe we should have texted Kate. You turn to walk away, but then you decide to give knocking one more try. Before you reach, the door comes flying out at you. The momentum sends you right to the ground. It's Kate! Who's there? It's me! It's tongue-tied. Kate looks so shocked, she's trying to catch her breath. I'm sorry, I don't know anyone. I didn't know anyone was out here. I was just in town. Yeah, I was just visiting. Your heart is racing and you don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, do I know you? What? Kate, are you kidding me? You don't know me? We just got done, we just texted the other day. We were just talking on the I don't know, Skype or some shit. We were just talking on the computer. You don't recognize me, Kate? Tongue-tied, is that you? Yes! Of course it is. I haven't seen you in forever, I know. I was just, stopping by. I thought I'd drop in and just see an old friend. Kate smiles at you, but it faded when you try to hug her. I know we haven't seen each other, but we talk all the time. What do you mean? We don't talk to Kate. Who do we talk to if we're not talking to Kate? We talk online every day, Kate. What are you talking about? You can see it all over her face. Whoever you've been talking to, it's not Kate. There's no way. I can't go without understanding what's going on. Ask Kate when she last talked to you. Show her the messages. We should show her the messages. Yeah. I mean, they're both 15 gems, so you can't go wrong either way. But we're going to show her the message. Like, look, Pixar didn't happen, and I got the pics right here to prove it. We talk all the time. You pull out your phone and show Kate the messages. I don't know what to tell you. We've never talked. I mean, we used to say hi or whatever. You gotta be kidding me. What do you mean? I mean, we're neighbors. What do you mean? We're not... What? Kate, we're best friends. We're the best of friends. Who have been talking to this whole time? We just showed her the text messages. Is she still denying it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. There's no way. But that was chapter 12. We are getting ready to dive into chapter 13. You're still into Emily, but she's a robot. What? So are we. Madison is a human, and she's suddenly very into you. Right. So in, I believe it was chapter 11, we talked with Madison a little bit, and Madison was essentially sharing her feelings for us, you know, and she wanted us to have her react. Like she was treating us like crap before, because she wanted to get a reaction out of us. So then she asked us out, and we went on a little date with her, and she kind of like confessed her feelings for us and told us what she was kind of doing, which kind of confused us at the time. But then, you know what, we were just like, you know what, you want a reaction out of me? Then we started treating her like crap. and in the end, it was like, that'll give her a reaction. We said something clever like that. So, but you know what? And Emily, she was doing some things with some other boys that we did in chapter, what was it? Chapter 10? It might have been chapter 11 too. Maybe it bled into both of those chapters. Emily was making out with a couple other boys, but there might have been something else behind that. She might have been drugged. We don't know. We don't know if there's something else that was controlling her. Now we know she's a robot, so maybe the android in her was controlling her and making her do things. We don't know. But we defended Emily and her actions. We were just basically like, look, she's a free woman. She can do whatever she wants. There's nothing legally binding her to us. She is good. But with that being said, so are we. So if Madison wants to invite us out for a little nightcap or invite us out to have some fun, we're gonna go have fun with Madison. If Tyler's mom wants to bring us back into the house and and drop it down on us, look, we're gonna do that too, because we are free as well. But I hope you guys are enjoying Half Human. Let me know if you're happy that we just did chapter 12. Let me know if you're happy that we're back into Half Human. Hit that like button and let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and join the Tethered. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.